We Three Trolls is not intended for children, adults, young adults, the elderly, the authorities, the slovenly, the easily offended, the emotionally retarded, the easily amused, the squeamish, the litigious, teachers, preachers, priests, parents, step-parents, parental units, police officers, politicians, nuns, Huns, commies, carnies, gypsies, canines, Nazis, neo-Nazis, Antifa, Aunt Jemima, libtards, conservatives, atheists, Satanists, Christians, scientists, Christian scientists, Scientologists, feminists, gays, goys, Jews, Hindus, heteros, lesbos, hoes, bros, average Joes, and everybody all around the world. Listener discretion is advised.
This episode of We Three Trolls is brought to you by Vinyl Records. Is your facial hair so far out of date you think others will perceive your display of it to be hip and cutting edge? Are you a pretentious cockbag desperately searching for value in old technology because life has become too easy? Do you wear a vest with a collared shirt and rolled up sleeves even though you've never performed manual labor for cash? If you're the kind of person who doesn't want their music to sound like it's being performed live in front of you, vinyl records are for you. Why try to recreate the experience of being there when you can sit back on your shitty couch and imagine you're listening to AM radio in the 1940s? Everything made sense back then. Nazis were bad and you could punch them. Communists hadn't racked up the body count that would dwarf the Nazis, and women were dominating the workplace. What a glorious time in American history. What about the blacks, you say? Forget about the blacks. I know I have. Buy vinyl if you love your nostalgia.
Oh yeah. Oops, that's way too fucking loud. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo.
Yeah, next time I'll sit there. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Mike?
I wonder if you just turned it on.
He told me he would.
He said, hold on a second.
Oh, he did?
Right?
I didn't hear
I thought he
him.
was going to come in here to fix your microphone.
Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen, but I fixed it myself.
Oh, there we go.
Do you think you guys are done with the sound check yet?
Oh, yeah.
The sound has been checked.
Sounds good.
How's
Like-
my vocal fries?
Like my privilege.
Not me.
I've checked your privilege.
I'll never check my privilege.
I prefer to carry on my privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I checked my privilege. It
Carry on my
works.
privilege to my children.
Works like a charm.
Yeah. Check your privilege. It's working.
Mm-hmm.
It's been working all week long.
You are being trolled. You are being trolled. You are being trolled. You are being trolled. That wasn't
Thank you.
very ladylike.
Thank you. I blew it that way.
I can smell it, and I'm across the fucking table from you.
It's,
You can smell it, Mike, and you're behind glass.
Glass shatters. It's foggy in here. There was a guy.
I didn't go to church, and then they finally made him something. Birthmarks all over their bodies. All right. I'm Horny Tangerine. Welcoming you to the show that we do. I forget the name of it.
We Three Trolls.
We Three Trolls.
I'm Webb Savell.
I'm Rose Leshy.
All right, trolling is commencing. Let's get to work.
the trollbunal. Dude, I was thinking actually that trolls, there should be like a slur for them. I think there should be a word that trolls use to call each other, and I think we should call it trigger.
Oh, yeah. You mean like the N-word? I got you.
That's
Trigger.
right.
You got
I
that.
like that.
And only trolls can use it.
Yo, Wub, you my trigger for real.
I'm like, damn, trigger, this fool.
All these triggers and all these hoes, and here's somebody here gonna fuck.
Trigger, please.
What about that one story, Wub, about the guy at the Greenwich College? I think it's in London. The girl that had accused him of rape, and then he was for 3 years on probation.
I don't even know about that. I don't think so.
And they finally, the new prosecutor came in town, and he was like, they threw out the case because they finally released all the text messages, which the police wouldn't release, and it was clear
Oh, yeah.
that she had never been raped. Like, that's fucking crazy. They ruined this kid's life for 3 fucking years. And
Was it this one?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. After 40,000 texts are revealed. Yeah.
Well, the police, the police didn't.
Girls do this shit all the time.
40,000
And it ruins
texts.
it for girls that are actually raped. I'm like, fuck you. But I want to know what happens to the bitches that lie, because they should fucking go to
Nothing
jail
happens to
for
them.
the same amount of time they would have put somebody else in jail for fucking lying. You know what I mean?
They'll never go to jail.
Oh, you
then.
get 12 years? Guess what? For lying, you get fucking 12 years too. That's equality right there. You want equality? That's equality.
Dude, there's
Yes.
only like
Don't lie.
There's only like one time where something like that has really like worked out, where this dude secretly recorded.
Yeah, I was
like,
reading about that today.
Do you remember about that?
Yeah, this dude was in jail or something for a long time.
For a while.
Yeah.
And it was during the time when he was going to be drafted in the NFL. He was about to like
Prime time.
And then he got sent to jail
Are you
for this
fucking
fake
kidding me?
thing. And then they didn't even find out until he got it. He literally recorded like his conversation with her somehow while she was confessing to it, that it was bullshit. That was the only way he got out.
And did it ruin his career? Did he not get to be drafted or
Ruin
anything?
his life.
Dude, even if he got back into the NFL, if your lifespan as
Oh
an
my
she player is
God.
like 3 years or
Sue
something.
the
It's like
fuck out of that
super
bitch.
short. She is getting sued by like not only him but also like the state, I think.
Yeah, she sued the
Good.
state for $1 million and
Oh,
won.
that's right.
So now they're suing her for 2.6 million or something like that.
Wow.
They're suing her for more than she actually won. This is beautiful. This is true justice.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
it just shows you how difficult it is to, if you are accused, like
Well,
that
you're
guy-
guilty
that
until
guy
proven
had-
innocent.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part. It's like, no, man.
in both of these scenarios,
Yeah.
he was guilty.
If you get raped, you go immediately to the police and you get a fucking rape kit done on you, okay? And then you should absolutely send your phone over. They send their phone over, and everybody should take a polygraph test. Go from there. Nobody is guilty until proven. You know what I mean? That's what it should be like. That's crazy.
That's not modern America at all.
It's bullshit,
Now
though.
it's guilty until proven
No,
innocent.
but it's also these
They don't
prosecutors.
even care anymore. Actually, in a lot of cases, I feel like people don't even care about the courts. They're just like, well, fuck it. I'll just ruin the person.
Yeah,
And if I can ruin him,
Absolutely.
that will be punishment.
right.
And it kind of is, like, it's a wicked punishment if your career is ruined.
It's
As
not-
a dude, that's like your main way to gain any kind of status in your life is
Yeah.
based on your career.
But these prosecutors too, like their whole career is made up of how many people they put away. Oh, I put this
That's
rapist away, I
true.
put this person away. So it's almost like an ego thing for them too, which is totally unfair because you shouldn't be praised on how many people you put in jail. You should be praised on how well you do your job and how fair you were and prosecuting people that are actually guilty or not. You know what I mean? Like you should have evidence.
Mhm.
You know, it's like it's crazy.
I love this line in here. It just says, the alleged victim had claimed she did not enjoy sex, while Mr. Allen claimed it was consensual. How about just that part? She claimed she didn't enjoy it? That's the accusation? Like,
Sounds
is
like
that
they
the
just had
extent
bad
of
sex.
it?
Yeah.
Is that in London though? I think that's in
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
Britain.
it is.
Okay. Well, we base our judge system, our system's based off theirs too. It's very similar, except we don't have a king and queen.
Yeah.
Queen Melania,
Baron and whoever he marries should be our king and
Prince
queen.
Prince Baron.
Mhm. I love
Queen
Baron.
Melania.
When people make fun of Baron, I want to go, Wolverine on Wolverine is a comic book reference, guys.
Oh, here's a message too for any of the ladies out there. While your boyfriends are out watching the new Star Wars movie, hit me up. I'm around.
What boyfriends? Your boyfriends? You don't. Those guys aren't going. They're not leaving their girlfriend at home. There's no girlfriend to leave at home. Some of these fuckers have already seen this movie like 3 or 4 times. Get a fucking life.
They're leaving all their toys, their Star Wars toys, at home to go watch the Star Wars movie.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
You made a spoiler, right?
I made the spoiler.
You made a spoiler about the movie, a post with the spoiler in it, and the people got incensed.
Oh, I got unfriended. People sent me text messages about it. It's like, you need to kill yourself. I don't even know how to respond to this. Like, you're mad.
Honestly.
First of all, his name is Luke Skywalker. That's your hero. His name's Skywalker. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Is that supposed to be some Native American shit that's shoved in there, Skywalker?
I have a confession to make.
By the way, no offense against
I've
Skywalker
never seen
OG.
Star Wars ever.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard anyone say.
I've never wanted to watch it. I've never
Why
had
would you?
a thing for it ever in my life. I was like, no. Sci-fi? Weird. I don't want to watch that shit. I don't know. That's just me.
You're just not gay enough, I guess.
I guess.
I totally imagine seeing it and wanting to go see it. I just don't imagine being obsessed with it. I cannot get that. I'm not obsessed with any like fictional thing. I don't like freak out over it. You know what I mean?
It's weird to
like
be
I
obsessed
like
with
it.
Yeah.
But it's not real. It's not reality. It's a thing.
Yeah.
That's made for children. This is a fucking children's movie. Every interview I've ever seen with George Lucas, he says Star Wars is a children's movie.
Yeah.
Even the guy who made it says it's for children.
Wait, are
so
you
if
trying
you're
to-
an adult and you're into this, you suck.
Are you
Usually
trying to
people
tell me
that are obsessed with it are highly annoying too, like really fucking annoying. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and quit talking about. How do you even remember that movie? Like, I don't remember what
They
I
saw it
watched
10
last week.
times,
Like,
dude.
it's retarded. I'm like, stop. Just move on with your life.
Well, I wanted to just say that. Well, Merriam-Webster has declared feminism the word of the year.
Then I declare Merriam-Webster full of shit and stupid.
They say because it was like the most like searched thing or some shit like that. That's how they decide.
People had to Google it to figure out what the fuck is this feminism? What's going on right now? Is that what that is?
What does it even mean anymore? Because so many of these false feminists, like Lena Dunham or whatever the fuck her name is, Lena Dunham, the girl that was accusing her writer, the Miller guy, of rape. She's like, oh yeah, well in this case it's a 3%. That's the case that 3% of the women that didn't get raped. This is a lie. Her dad's a actor, right? A pretty well known actor. What's his name?
Lena Dunham's dad?
No. The girl that's accusing her writer of rape.
It's this dude, I think, right?
What's his name?
Harold. I don't know how you say that last name.
Harold Perron.
Oh, that's the guy that was in Oz. He played the guy in the wheelchair in Oz.
Well, his daughter got raped by this guy, and he's basically calling Lena Dunham out on social media, on Twitter, saying don't fuck with our family. Like, he's going off.
Good
like,
for him.
He's been quiet for a while. Like, nobody knew that was her dad, you know?
He posted a huge
I
message.
mean, he's going on and on.
Good for him.
Which is
That's
great.
A good father.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's calling her
fucking real.
a hipster racist and shit like that. Like, I don't. It's
He's
pretty
calling
fucking-
her what we called her
Yeah.
on this very
It's
podcast.
ridiculous.
The
A potato?
day this story
Piece
broke.
of dough with
She
eyes.
looks like a fucking russet potato.
Yeah.
She needs to be in a burlap sack.
And then tossed into the river. I think they should also put a snake in that burlap sap just to make it interesting for her when she's drowning.
But she's a fucking feminist. She calls herself a feminist, and that's the problem. All these bitches who really aren't feminists, and also just to have that word is almost weird. It's like we don't have manism. Like what is that? What does that mean? Why do you have? If we're equal, why do we have to have that word?
It means you're on team vajayjay.
That's it, yeah.
That's all it means. It means obviously
I'm on team people, first of all. I don't identify as anything.
I'm on team for JJ myself. I like pussy.
That's great. Yeah.
I'll fight for them just as long as they keep giving me pussy.
They just try to act all high and mighty, and I just hate that.
It's
shit.
not about equality. It's about taking over. They want to be in charge, and I got news for you. It's not going to work that way. It's just not how we're not hardwired for that.
Yeah.
This girl said something to me the other day that like shook me to the core. She said something like, women are just better at multitasking. That's why all women are assistants, or all assistants are women. They're just good at that. Their
I would
skills.
agree with women being better at multitasking, just in the way our brains are set up. We're set up to nurture children, and be able to handle like children and stuff. Like whereas
a lot of
men,
things running at the same time.
yeah,
when
where
you got
men
a
are more
kid.
focused. Like
Yeah.
just going back, hunters, whatever.
Gotta go make that fire.
Doesn't mean everybody is like this. Again, like now, everybody's pretty fucking androgynous looking, and that's how they act.
I don't know, man. I feel like
But-
we all have our own set of skills, and when we work together, we accomplish
I
a lot.
do agree with that to a certain extent. Now, gay guys have it the best because they have the male thing going, and they also have the female multitasking thing. That's why a lot of them are just crushing every industry.
They're great assistants.
Yeah,
You want to get
and
a
they're-
gay assistant.
They're good.
You know?
They're, I mean, they've got the best of both worlds, in my opinion. I think it's like
They don't have to fuck women.
no.
That's great.
They want to be them. They want to fuck what the women are fucking, but they definitely give great advice, and they're go-getters, and they're masculine enough. You know, like it's a perfect combo. I think gay guys are. Yeah,
Looking for a gay dude, huh? You gonna turn him out? You gonna make it straight?
turn them out. Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I vote to say that Merriam-Webster is cuck of the week with that move.
I agree.
Oh, fucking! I mean, this virtue
at all those
signaling
pussy
bullshit
hats.
is so fucking annoying. They gotta like declare this. You know what I mean?
Do you think anyone at Merriam-Webster's getting pussy now? No.
Oh my god, it's just. Oh, the future is female. Really? How? How are you gonna do that without a dude? Just wondering. How are you not gonna do that with a bunch of fucking cum? You explain that to me, bitches. Are you gonna adopt all the fucking kids in orphanages? Like, what's going on? Just the female ones you're gonna like? How would you say that? That's so rude. You know, I'm a girl. I love women, but I love men too. But seriously, the future is female. That's fucked up.
There is no future, guys. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
that's like saying the future is white. The future is male.
That's true. It is like that. It's fucking
Fuck
annoying.
you, dude. Actually, the future is Hispanic. The future is black. It's not. It's future is tan.
The fu-
Basically,
the future
that's what's gonna
is,
happen.
Fire and brimstone coming down from the sky. We have no future.
Future is we're all gonna
This
look like
is-
aliens in a little bit. All of our heads are gonna change shape. Our eyes are gonna get bigger.
I already look like an alien, so the rest of you just gonna catch up.
You look like an alien. Look at my face. It's fucking crazy looking.
Yeah, you look like the alien.
I look
the
like the
alien
alien.
predator.
Yeah.
You look like the alien after it fucked Sigourney Weaver. Sorry.
That is really not. That's not nice.
Thank you.
You don't say things like that to me.
Sorry. I just went into a roast mode. That's all. All right.
I'll take it.
Do you want to talk about this dude? Did you read?
The surgeon.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh, that's the troll of the week, huh?
Yeah,
The
the guy
troll of the
who
week.
who burned his initials into a patient's liver while he's operating on it.
More
He-
than one
Yeah,
patient's
he
liver.
did it a bunch of times before
He's
they
been
busted
doing it.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
What an
is
egomaniac.
That
This
is
dude
a
also
troll,
writes his,
dude.
he,
That
wri-
is
he,
a serious troll.
he also writes his name on sidewalks when they're like.
But he
just
saved
poured.
a lot of lives. So basically,
Right.
How did they find out? Something happened with one of the patients to where later on they had to go back in and like do something with the liver.
Yeah.
And they saw the initials and they're like, what the fuck? So there's this whole investigation where they were trying to get him to resign or whatever, try to take all his, what do they call it? Your doctorate shit away. whatever they're doing.
Well,
It's not like he called someone a faggot. I don't think we need to ruin his life.
he didn't dry hump any 14-year-olds. But what happened? The reason why they didn't notice the other ones is because the initials that he's putting in these livers is with a laser. It's very light, and they typically then just heal and it goes away, so you wouldn't see it.
Right.
But this particular woman, yeah, there was something wrong with her liver, so they went back to check, and that's
Oh
how
my
they found it.
gosh.
Most of the time, they wouldn't see it anyway.
Yeah.
Because it would just fade away. But since the person was, look, I don't know why the liver, there was a problem with it. Well, maybe it's because you burned your initials into it.
It's hilarious. But then there was also a one of his patients told him to basically reinstate him. They're like, he saved my life
Mhm.
like 10 years ago. Like, let him go back to work so he could save more lives. Like, this is crazy. Who cares? He put it fucking initials, big deal. He saved my life. So anyway, he got reinstated. And then what happened? I think I think he just quit because what was it? Too much stress or something like that. He quit anyway.
Shit.
Anyway, basically he ended up just retiring or something and be like, this is too stressful due to whatever bullshit he had to go through for like 3 years.
It does suck though because we need fucking doctors. We're like, there's a shortage of like doctors out there actually.
And good surgeons too. Especially doing transplants and shit.
And
like,
here's
that's crazy.
look, if a doctor, I gotta say this, just putting it out there, if I'm injured in some sort of like a horrific thing and my arm or something has to get replaced, I don't mind if the doctor puts his initials on it when he does it.
Me neither.
He should wait
I
till
know.
I
That's
have a
just us.
cast on it, and then he can put his initials on it.
Dude,
How's
It's a
that?
bunch of
If he-
triggers in here, you
If
know?
he
We don't
fixed
care. We don't give a shit about that. Troll the week to him, though.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
he wins.
For
He
sure.
wins. Even though he won because he wanted to retire anyway. He's like, fuck it.
I'm
See you
gonna
later.
continue drinking so that one day he might work on me.
Yeah.
Put his initials on my liver.
Call him up. Hopefully he's still alive. That's hilarious.
Here's one thing. I know this is like super off topic and random why I put it in here, but did anyone know that Iraq has declared the victory in its war against ISIS and that they have pushed them out of the country? Did anyone know that before I sent this to you?
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah, you would think that a country like Iraq, where essentially ISIS was born out of,
Yeah.
that this would be like headline fucking news that they have kicked them completely out of the country. It was certainly headline fucking news when they took it over. So I don't understand. Like, nobody's even paying attention that this war
We're
is
bored
being
with ISIS.
like.
ISIS.
Yeah.
We're still talking about them.
It should be. It really definitely should be. And
I'm
plus,
just
we
saying
gave
they're-
them guns to help fight ISIS off. You know what I mean? All the people that live there.
Yeah, well, they're also using our guns though too that we gave to Iraq.
It's-
That
yeah,
they
they're
captured.
basically just fighting each other with our guns.
Well,
They
they're getting.
are.
We're getting off either way. As long as there's turmoil in that area, we can control all their resources.
we
no
didn't give them
matter
any of
what.
our new guns. We gave them the old shit. No
old
problem.
shit we're not using. Yeah,
Not
totally.
a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I just think that perhaps this might make more headline news if people were not writing about Trump's tweets.
Trump's tweets, feminism, all that bullshit.
You think this ISIS crap is news? Get a load of this.
Donald Trump drinks 12 Diet Cokes a day. That's crazy.
It's
That's
fucking
crazy.
Stop the presses. We need this to go out.
nuts. And he eats his meat well done with ketchup.
That's pretty gross. Okay, he is a monster.
He's a fucking
Impeach
monster.
this motherfucker.
He's a monster.
Ketchup,
highly
come
entertaining,
on.
but-
Come on, ketchup.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
funny that he's a gazillionaire or whatever, and he has the same taste that any white trash trailer dwelling fuck up has.
Well, that's how they connect with him.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
he is like
He pretends to be religious.
Dude.
Let's bring Merry Christmas back. I'm like, nobody ever took it away, ever.
Absolutely.
People choose to say Happy Holidays because there's
Well, wait.
numerous
'Cause they're
different
cucks.
religions. Yeah.
They did ban Christmas in China, or in some schools in China. They've banned the celebration because it promotes like Western values and stuff.
They
They're
want
probably
to
smart to
promote
do
their
that.
own. What do they call it? Their own.
Their own communism.
Their
They're a
own
bunch of
communism.
commies. They're a
Creative
bunch of commies.
communism.
They celebrate Ching Chongmas.
They don't really have their own culture. Most of their culture is
China?
Western
No,
they
Western
do.
culture.
They do.
Most
Well,
of it is though.
A lot
But
of the
that's
rest of the world follows our lead in terms of our movies and crap.
So it makes
But
sense
yeah.
why they would not want that. You know, they're like
They shouldn't
create
want
your-
it. Yeah, I
create
think
your
that they're
own
smart
shit.
to keep
It's
us out of there.
because they're Marxists though too. Because Marx was super against religion, so like that's what they worry about anything in China that gains religious fervor. That's why that whole Falun Gong, sect of people were like all persecuted and shit. Because they're terrified of religion.
Well,
because it has done things in China in history that has
Yeah.
been
Have you ever noticed no one-
unhelpful to whoever was running it.
Have you ever noticed no one's tried to blow up the Great Wall of China yet? Or there's no terrorist attacks there at all?
No.
Well, they put them down.
Mhm.
They've had a couple things with because they have like a whole Muslim area of China. They have like 50 minorities in China. Nobody could fucking name a single one.
They don't got time to fucking bomb
nobody
shit. They're
knows.
too busy fucking making iPhones 18
Making
fucking
them
hours a
poorly,
day.
I might add.
Yeah.
I had to turn in my phone just stopped working, right? It just stopped working. It just wouldn't turn on anymore. So I had to replace that. The replacement was broken. I had to replace that too. What the fuck are these children doing over there? Do they not have any skills at all? Your little hand should be able to fit into the iPhone a lot more easily than adults, you fucker.
That's the only skill you need to have.
Did you
Get your shit together.
If you want to leave that country, you need to get some blowjob skills going, and then you'll be fine. But that's it.
Or just marry a white person.
That's what I'm talking about. Blowjob skills, baby.
Yeah.
Come and live with daddy. You can come and live with me, but my pets are my pets. They're my friends. We will not be eating my cats.
That's hilarious. I have a random question since we were talking about that doctor. Are you guys organ donors?
Hell yeah.
I think so. I don't know.
Aren't you worried they're going to like just take your organs out before you die?
I don't care. I don't want to live.
Really?
Get real. Look around, dude. Look at my face and my teeth.
punch you
I'm
in
not
the
that
face.
worried.
I don't want to
but-
be alive.
But I understand that does happen. But I think it's probably pretty rare.
Maybe because
That
I'm
they
from
just,
the
like-
Eastern Bloc.
Like
I
if-
just put no. You can't have my fucking organs.
Well, they do
I don't care if
harvest
it
and
saves life.
they steal your guts or
I
whatever
don't
while
care if
you're
it
asleep.
saves your life.
Yeah.
It's a numbers
not-
game, man. We're overpopulated anyway. That's so fucked up. Considering my little brother probably needs a heart transplant. Just kidding. Everybody
have a
should be
heart.
organ donors.
Your whole family is like, we will never donate an organ, but we'll accept dozens of them.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
He's got some organs to donate.
I need a heart transplant. They forgot to put. Well, actually, I do have a heart, but it was 3 sizes too small.
You're a mean one.
You're a mean one, Mr. Lockett.
I know that Rose looked at it. I don't know if you looked at that one video that I sent you of the people throwing themselves in front of cars
Oh
and
my
trucks in
God.
China because like if you get hit by like a car in China, right? Like there's huge liability laws that are all crazy. So like if that person survives, you can be responsible for like their livelihood and shit. So what happens? So we saw that video where people are throwing themselves. They do it in like other countries. Like you'll see videos anywhere where there's dash cams. You'll see it. Any country like that where there's a lot of insurance fraud. So you see it in like Ukraine and Russia and shit. But in China, there's also that huge liability. So what happens is people throw themselves in front of cars. They get hit, and then the person, in order to avoid the liability, they'll just run them over again. Because if you kill them, then you're not responsible for the rest of their life.
That's why the guy was reversing on that old dude.
Yeah, he ran over him like 3
Oh.
times.
But that one guy stuck his head under that moving bus and it like popped like a watermelon, man. It was like,
Well, now I don't feel bad about not watching this video.
Yeah, that
It was-
that one I think was an error of judgment. Like I don't think he was going for that.
oh my God. He was
But, yeah.
willing to be paralyzed, but actually ended up killing himself just to get that money. I mean,
Hey, did you guys see that video I sent of a dude shooting himself in the face with the machine gun? it was really funny and interesting. You should check it out.
that was only one part of the video where I had to look away. Then I
Yeah.
watched it again and again.
It was mainly
The other parts of people throwing themselves at cars, you're like,
It
this
was
is fine.
Well,
It
it
was
was
actually
mainly
pretty funny.
pathetic
It
because
was really
most of the time
pathetic.
it was like people like it was
they were
clearly
laying down in the crosswalk.
Yeah, they're like they'd like run and like and there was like a cop like watching and this dude was trying to do it like twice. It
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was a bit comical. We've come to the end of our troll bunal.
Yo, before I bounce, I just want to give a shout out to my bae, Cholita Jones. She's getting out of juvie this week, and I can't wait to see her again.
Keep on trolling, triggers.
Yeah, troll away.
It would be really cool
like
if
that
our
word.
listeners were called triggers.
Yeah.
Or triggas.
I like
Triggers.
triggers.
That's funny.
Good job, Webb.
Trigger
I really
happy.
do like that word.
Wub, you're pulling your weight around here.
Yeah.
Rose, not so much. You're gone.
Fuck all y'all.
You're go-
Fuck all y'all.
No. All right, sweet.
All right.
That's it.
Keep trolling. Bye.
And now it's time for another chilling edition of
Tales from the Friend Zone. Tales from the Friend Zone.
We'll message. Are you unemployed? Alone? Are you or someone you love addicted to drugs and alcohol? Are you currently seeking treatment?
Is you a bad bitch? Do you think you got what it takes to be Joseph Patrick Larkin's sugar mama? Is you or is you ain't you is freaky enough, baby? Is you down with cooking and cleaning and fucking then leaving? If you said hell yeah to any or all of these questions, then send a recent phonograph and a self-addressed stamped envelope to Joseph Patrick Larkin's MySpace mailbox today, baby. And let the healing and fucking begin. And now back to Tales from the Front Zone. Well, hello there, kiddies. It's your old fiend, the Dungeon Master. I have a tale so frightening it'll put hair on your clam down there. I call this tawdry tale Grace Under Pressure. Joseph Patrick Larkin was a good boy, and he didn't do nothing. Not surprisingly, his pockets did runneth over with good boy points. After months of piling up GBPs, Joseph Patrick decided he had waited long enough. It was tendy time. Joseph Patrick overheard his mom on the phone telling someone he was, quote, on the spectrum, end quote, and he figured that's why come he knew the best tendies could be found at the local Chinese restaurant, for the Chinese had invented deep frying, as well as gunpowder. No barbecue sauce, though. He would have to bring his own from home, like a true autist. One day, a new server tended to Joseph Patrick's tendy needs. Her name was Grace, and English was her second language because she was a Chinese, just like the restaurant. She invited Joseph Patrick to attend church with her that Sunday. Joseph Patrick was a heathen and an atheist neckbeard to boot, so he was reluctant to accept the invite. He also wanted to play it cool, so he told her he'd think it over, then proceeded to eat lunch at the Chinese restaurant every day that week. He used up all his good boy points, but it was worth it just to see Grace's sweet face and round apple bottom. On Saturday, he finally gave Grace an answer. Yes, they arranged to meet at Grace's church the next morning. The next morning, Joseph could hardly contain himself. He put on his least smelly pair of overalls and ran a comb through his pubes. When he got to the church, he found Grace in the back row. She was sitting with someone. She waved Joseph Patrick down and introduced him to her mysterious friend, her boyfriend. Joseph Patrick was so incensed, he stormed out, retrieved his automatic rifle from his Jaguar, and shot everyone in the church, especially Grace. He spanked Grace's round apple bottom, then torched the place. He was never seen again. The end.